Among the tropes that make Korean dramas popular is none other than the contract marriage genre. It is about the main lead having to get married to each other under terms and conditions. Most of the time, it is all about living together, which then turns into a contractual marriage due to their own personal reasons. Some of them include pleasing their family, fooling the people around them, or just because they want to. In this video, I will list my top 15 contract marriage Korean dramas of all time as of 2023. Number 1. My Demon. The female lead is the successor of the conglomerate company. Due to unexpected circumstances, she enters a contract marriage with the male lead, a demon, who loses his power after meeting the female lead. To prevent his extinction, he must protect her, who has taken all of his power. Number 2. The story of Park's marriage contract. In the 19th century, on the night of her wedding day, the female lead's husband died after revealing that he had suffered from a heart condition for a long time. She is devastated, but before she can even mourn her husband, a man kidnaps her and throws her in a well. The moment she opened her eyes, she saw her husband before her. Transcending time, space, and death, she is now in present-day Seoul, South Korea, and the man who saves her from the swimming pool is the male lead, who looks a lot like her dead husband from the 19th century. Number 3. Perfect Marriage Revenge. The female lead is a painter who was adopted by a wealthy family. Her parents and younger sister, on the other hand, did not love her. Now, she is married to the second male lead, but eventually finds out that her husband is actually in love with her sister, and not her. On that same day, she gets into a car accident and dies. After waking up, she discovers she has traveled back in time to the period when she was still engaged to the second male lead. She calls off her engagement in an attempt to alter her destiny and exact revenge on her family. She then approaches the male lead, whom her younger sister wants to marry. Number 4. Because This Is My First Life. The male lead is a single man in his late 30s who has decided not to get married. Although he owns his home, he owes a lot on his mortgage. Meanwhile, the female lead is a single woman in her early 30s. She does not own a home and envies people who do. She has stopped dating because of her financial difficulties. The story then begins when she moves into his house, and they start living together. Number 5. Full House. The female lead is an aspiring scriptwriter. One day, her two friends trick her and sell her house while she's away. On the plane, she meets the male lead, a famous actor. They meet through comical circumstances while she is on vacation. And when she gets back home, she finds that her house has been sold to him. Despite their differences, they decide to live together and enter into a contract marriage that will last for 6 months. Number 6. Love in Contract. The female lead is the living definition of the perfect partner. This is precisely why she decides to use her abilities as a contract marriage master rather than being married, transforming herself into the perfect partner for each of her clients. One of her clients, the male lead, has been using her services every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the past 5 years. She knows nothing about this mysterious man, but it doesn't stop her from developing some rather unexpected feelings. Number 7. Marriage Contract. After being diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor, the female lead, a desperate single mother, consents to donate her liver to her new boss's mother. She will receive a significant quantity of money in return, which she intends to leave to her daughter. To pass the screening process, they must get married legally and persuade the hospital that they have been together for a long time. As more individuals become involved, what they naively assumed would be a quiet deal between the two of them suddenly gets increasingly complicated. Number 8. Ending Again. The story starts with the female lead, who is faced with the possibility of losing her house. And so, in order to keep her house, she agrees to fake a relationship with one of her college juniors, an art management major. As they both find themselves in need of financial support, they get married to each other in order to qualify for the government assistance offered to newlyweds. Number 9. Beautiful Love, Wonderful Life. This drama focuses on 4 people and their journey towards love and happiness, which frequently appear in life when you least expect them. One of the main leads is a woman who has spent the last 8 years preparing for the civil service exam. As a result, she has since given up on finding love and getting married. As much as she would love to get married and have a family someday, the only thing she has time to consider right now is working hard so she can pass the forthcoming exam. Number 10. It's Beautiful Now. The drama centers around the three brothers who are not interested in dating or getting married. Their family members are worried about their lack of interest in marriage. Because of this, they offer the enticement of an apartment to the brother who will get married first. Now, all of them are actively looking for a bride. Number 11. Queen of Ambition. The female lead is determined to leave her life of poverty behind and will stop at nothing until she achieves the wealth and lifestyle she desires. The male lead, who loved her and would have done anything for her, is used and betrayed by her in her greedy quest. He later becomes a public prosecutor who must bring her down. However, the cruel female lead, who becomes the first lady, has many allies, including the second male lead. Number 12. Happy Sisters. The female lead's husband has a successful business, and they move into a new house where she finds out about him cheating. Meanwhile, her sister is in debt and runs a piano academy. She meets someone through a matchmaking agency and considers entering a contract marriage to pay off her debts. Number 13. Wonderful Life. At the airport, the main characters run into one another and unintentionally take each other's passports. They meet again, and they end up spending the day together. They both experience difficulties in their love lives, which leads them to become wasted and have a one-night stand. The female lead finds out she is pregnant when she returns to Korea and leaves to give birth on her own. A year later, the female lead's clueless sister ends up spilling the secret to the male lead at his parents' birthday party. Both of them are then forced to marry by their respective families. Number 14. My Husband Oh Jack Do. The female lead has chosen to stay single, as she cannot afford to get married, nor is she confident that she wants to. However, certain things happen that make her afraid of being alone, and she discovers that she needs the security and prestige that only the appearance of a marriage can provide. She then makes the decision to hire a man to act as a stand-in husband. Number 15. That Fool. The male lead is a decent and upright postman. One day, he meets the female lead, a well-known actress. However, an ordinary man gets no chance to express his feelings to this celebrity that everyone loves. Number 16. Brilliant Heritage. The main character is the owner of a 50-year-old cold noodle restaurant whose bad health causes his children to fight over his enormous wealth. Feeling betrayed by their behavior, he decides to fake marry the female lead, a 33-year-old single maid tempted by his fortune, under false pretenses. His sons are shocked by the decision, but the female-lead's strong work ethic makes him realize that she'll be able to maintain the viability of his cold noodle shop. Number 17. Goodbye, Mr. Black. This drama is centered on a cunning scheme of love and retribution. After searching for answers after a sudden tragedy, the male lead uncovers the betrayal of his best friend and then comes up with a plan to seek revenge. To hide his identity, he establishes a fictitious marriage with a young woman, but unanticipatedly finds himself falling in love with her. Number 18. 2 Weddings and a Funeral. A gay man, Minsu, and a lesbian, Hyojin, are both physicians at a general hospital. They both decide to get married so Hyojin can legally adopt a child with her lover, and for Minsu to keep his secretive lifestyle while appeasing his parents. They pretend to be a contented, normal couple while actually moving in next door with their respective partners. However, Minsu's nosy parents start to meddle a little too much in the couple's life, endangering their plan. And that's my top 15 contract marriage Korean drama of all time as of 2023. Thank you for watching.